How's it going, everybody? My name is Jay Foley, and this is the show that introduces smokers to vaping, get past the ash. I'm really excited to be here today because joining me again today is my dad, Jim. Jim, thank you very
Hello,
much.
everybody. Thank you.
I just want to give a quick recap for anybody that hasn't seen the original show that you were here with me on. So you've been a smoker now for 42 years.
Right.
And you're averaging about a pack and a half to 2 packs a day.
That's right.
Something I didn't ask you about that on the last show. Are you just now a pack and a half, 2 packs a day, or has it been about the same for that whole time?
Probably about the same. About the same.
Okay.
Maybe more when I'm on vacation or something, you know.
Sure.
Smoke more probably.
Yeah.
Weekends.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I was the same way.
Yeah.
And you've tried different ways of quitting before. You've tried the patch, pills, the gum, and none of that crap worked, right?
No, waste of money.
Right, okay. Okay, so what we did the last time you were here is I loaned you out a 510 kit, kind of gave you an idea how to use it, showed you how to drip into the atomizers and use the carts. I gave you some juice. I gave you a 20 ml bottle of 36 milligram Camel, like a 6 ml bottle of 555, 24 milligrams, and another 6 ml bottle, 24 milligrams of flue-cured tobacco. And that is all yours to keep. That's all yours. A handful of websites to check out, and here we are now, 2 weeks later, and we're here to do the follow-up.
That's right.
Okay. How many? I'm assuming you did play around with it in the last 2 weeks. You used it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. About how many times a day, approximately, would you say that you used it?
Used it mainly in the evening when I was sitting there in my recliner watching baseball or whatever, racing. Or sat there in the recliner and vaped away on that, and I ended up charging batteries. I charged both the batteries just about every night. So.
Oh, okay.
So I used it quite a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's great.
I'd even take a shot of it before I went to bed at night. I was sitting there, go there and take a puff on it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that you put it to good use over the last couple of weeks.
Been charging those batteries right up, right and left.
Good deal, man. Okay, so when you were using it, I'm assuming there was times where you felt that you were craving a cigarette. During those times you actually craved a cigarette, were there any times that you went ahead and grabbed the 510 instead of a pack of a cigarette?
Yeah, I think we had some bad weather one evening, and it's either go out on the deck and get soaked,
right,
or you go out on the front porch and there's a step there. It's hard for me to go up and down this step all the time, so I grabbed that one evening, and smoked that while it was raining outside, and
Okay.
That's an example of one time I did that.
No, that's great. And did you feel like it took care of your cravings for nicotine or cigarette?
Yeah, I did because I used that 36 milligram, and that also puts hair in your chest too. I have more hair in my chest now than I used to.
Well, good.
So there's a bonus for everybody too.
Right.
Unless you're a woman, I don't know if you're
right. You might want to lay up to 36 if you're a lady.
That's right. I don't think hairy chest would be too popular there.
How long after you used it did you feel like you needed, did you start feeling cravings again?
Oh boy, I'm not really sure about that one.
Just approximately.
I probably in 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay. Is that like on par with how soon you would start to feel the craving with an actual cigarette, or is that a little shorter, longer?
I think it's probably on par. If I go out and I smoke a cigarette on the deck now, it's I can come back in and actually, I think maybe using the vape thing is stronger because you got the choice between 36 milligram and you also gave me some 24 milligram juice, and so I think maybe that's a little bit stronger, and I was kind of noticing maybe my cigarettes were getting weaker, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it very well could be, for
Could
sure.
be.
Yeah, like you said,
I can sit out there and smoke 2 or 3 of those right and left, before I come back in the house.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, that 36 will do strong for me. I know that much.
I coughed a few times, believe me. Coughed and sputtered.
What were some things that you enjoyed about the 510?
I thought it was really easy to use and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. I thought the battery life was kind of short on it, because like I said, I was charging both of them every night. But I've purchased a 910, and hopefully the battery life will be a little bit longer on that. And it's also an automatic one. When you inhale, it comes on, and stuff like that. So we'll see how that works.
That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear you say that. I mean, genuinely, I'm so happy to hear you say that you went out and got a 901 for yourself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Haven't got it yet, but hopefully tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully.
I think it's coming from Hong Kong.
Yeah, tacking on an extra day or two.
Yeah, that'll do it every time.
But no, seriously, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's so great.
Anxious to get it.
Yeah, I'm anxious for you to get it too.
Okay.
All right. So, with the 510, did you like the amount of flavor?
Yeah, I thought the flavor was, the amount of flavor was real good and everything. That was real good. Easy. I thought it was easy to use, and in the evening I used it quite a bit.
Good, great. You said that you didn't like the battery life, which is understandable. That's one of the most common complaints about the 510.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you didn't care about it?
No, really, that was about the only thing that I saw and that's not really a big deal, because you just take it in, you put it on the charger, and boom, it's
sure.
You just wait for the light to turn green, you're set to go again,
Yeah.
So that's not really a big deal. It's just it seemed like you had to charge it quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. And with your purchasing a 901, I mean, personally, I've never used a 901 kit before.
Yeah.
I've used atomizers before.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, from what I hear, that battery life will stretch out a bit more for you with that 901.
I'm anxious to try that.